According to the WHO, there are about 180,000 deaths annually due to burn injuries. In Sri Lanka, 90% of burn admissions are due to violence, with all burn victims being scarred or disabled. Most are in their 20s and 30s. In addition to acute phase care, the government ends up paying 5,000 to 15,000 rupees for disability for life, maybe for 40 to 50 years. Imagine the cost. Consultant plastic surgeon of the Burns and Reconstructive Surgical Division of the National Hospital, Dr. Chandani Pereira, sees this dark and painful journey every single day and quantifies the toll it takes on our free public health system as well as the victim. So how bad is the situation when it comes to burn victims in the country, Chandani?
So you have two types of burns, non-intentional and intentional. What do I mean by intentional? When people actually pour an accelerant onto their bodies and that causes the burn, or someone else pours it onto the body and causes a burn. So it could be kerosene, it could be a bomb, it could be an assault acid burn. So all of these are intentional burns and they are related, the good news, related to human behavior and therefore preventable. So on average, if you think a burn costs $1,000 a day minimum, and patients are in hospital for at least 4 to 6 months, requiring 12 to 18 months of therapy after they are discharged, you can imagine the cost for a middle income country. Particularly since everywhere in the world, burns are treated as public patients or public cum private, but very little private input. So that's a huge cost and it's a lot of violence.
So what problems do you foresee in society that actually leads up to this?
Violence and burns are common in Asia, Southeast Asia, and in particularly the belt where there are middle income countries. So for example, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and of course Vietnam, Cambodia. So you can see there is a cultural and ethnic pattern. In our own country, it's commoner among people of South Indian descent.
So what are the most common burns that come into hospital for you?
The commonest burn is due to the non-intentional burn, which is negligence. So hot water, hot steam, accidental flame burn. The good news, it's eminently treatable, can be managed on an ambulatory basis, which 70% of burns that come to the hospital are, and can be managed with dressings alone.
What about the psychological aspect of it, the mental health aspect of a burns victim? How is that handled?
Our health system is already providing a public health service for 21.5 million people free from the time of admission and even the rehabilitation. They are already overburdened. So the psychological aspects have been done actually on a private funded basis with experienced psychologists, and it has worked because every single one of my patients who underwent the psychological program for sometimes 2 to 5 years, so you know why it has to be privately funded and it has to be confidential, have done exceedingly well.
What would you recommend as first aid for a burn victim?
I love this question because that is the first prevention that you encounter. Hold the burn under running water at room temperature for 20 minutes. Now mind you, 20 minutes is like the time of a news forecast, 6 o'clock news. That's a long time. And as you hold the burn under the water, the pain will not reduce. The pain will actually increase a bit because the burn is becoming more superficial. The more superficial a burn is, the more painful it is. The less painful a burn is, that's when we get very concerned because it means it has gone beyond the nerve endings and it is deep. So as you do it, you will have increased pain, and this is why people don't do it adequately. But after your 20 minutes, you will get the real benefits. It will reduce the depth and the extent of burn. That is a message that should be known in every school, every household, every person.
Chandani evaluates that prevention is a large and needed issue. Vulnerable segments of society must be empowered, where justice and compassion supersedes violence, where self-esteem and self-respect is power. An empowered woman is one against whom violence cannot win. Thank you, Dr. Chandani Pereira, for your insights shared on surviving burns in the larger context. On Selingco Live, let's talk.
With Selingco Life Pension Saver, Sri Lanka's premier retirement plan, start planning for your retirement today. Selingco Life, a relationship for life.